And so, the day that had to come has come. We begin it now. This is the day of Winston Churchill's funeral, a notable and memorable morning in the chronicle of our country. It is a strange thing to say at the opening of a new day that we must liken it to the setting of the sun. That is to say, something that has much of sadness and everything of inevitability, yet like the setting of the sun, can resound with dramatic glory. We shall see. By and by now, Sir Winston Spencer Churchill will be returned to the earth of the land of which he was so considerable a son, and for which he strove so hard and accomplished so much. For the next many hours, this nation will be saying its farewell, this nation and many more. When Winston Churchill dies, we who have to put into words the immeasurable loss of our times know how ill we have served ourselves over the years. When Churchill lived, we spoke of him as this and as that. In dying, him with all the virtues. We spoke of him as something past the measure of ordinary men. Such people do not die. But he died. And we found a different thing, that indeed we loved him. Then the worn words became empty. There is little left to say. He was old and full of years. He had served his time of honor and achieved his part of history. And the salutations that await him in death today, this old man of England, are greater perhaps than given to any other man of our time, or even any time. They are about to begin. He was 90 years old, his work done, his duties achieved, his words written, and his victories secure. It is not a day of grief, though there is grief. It is not a day of sorrow, though London is heavy with mourning. We begin a day of salutation. All London is now awake, this enormous city in which he lived and died. All London, where he sustained what he himself called its finest hours, is assembling for that salutation.